Welcome back! We've collected a lot of items in this maze here along the outer ring of Atlantis, so now it's time to put them to good use. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Crab Central, as Indy described it, because we need to catch a crab. Now, you don't really know at this point, if you were playing for the first time, that you need to catch a crab, but I want to go ahead and do this now in order to save time later on, because honestly, it's no fun backtracking. And I was really dumb when I first played this game, enough to the point where I had to do a lot of it in this part. Wait, why am I going through there? Okay, that's weird. Alright, so what you have to figure out is that you need to use the Bratwurst, or if you were taking the team or the Wits paths, the sandwich from the submarine, and put it inside the ribcage you found from the subway down here in the maze.
It worked.
And then use this as bait and insert it into the pool where the crabs are. And
I hope this catches crabs.
You should have a crab. There we go. Alright, let's pick up our trapped crab, because we will need this here pretty soon. And now I'm going to go back to the lava room, because we've now got all we need to do to get lava, which is actually what we need for the machine room. So what you want to do for this room is use our cup, that's not the cup of a carpenter, on the pedestal here. And then you need to use the fish head inside this little spot right here.
Aha.
And then Indy will just pick up the cup of lava and take it with him. I'm not sure if I would want to carry around a cup of lava in real life, but I guess that stone is pretty strong, so even at that, I'm not sure I would still want to do it. Okay, so let's head back to the machine room, because now we got the lava we need. Along with the gear from that, I think it was from the robot part. Or the room with that broken down robot. Because we need both to make this work. We need to put the gear in, or the wheel rather, into the peg.
Well, that looks much better.
And then we need to use our lava inside this funnel up here. What in the world is that doing? Whatever it's doing, it seems to be leading down here to that plate. And are those what I think they are? They are! They're orichalcum beads. So this is how the Atlanteans manufactured them. You know what this means? Now we've got a way to make infinite orichalcum beads should we need them.
Well, well, orichalcum beads. I'll put them in the box too.
Alright, so now we've got our beads in the box, and this is really important. You need to pick up one of the wheels here.
Won't come loose.
I guess we have to pick this one up. There we go. And take it with you, because if you don't, then you're going to come to a roadblock later on, and you'll have to come all the way back to this room, which I had to do when I first played the game. So at this point, really the only other place that we need to go to is that sentry room, where the fish head statue was, not the portable one, but the giant one. And hopefully we'll find a way into that dungeon where Sophia is being held. Uh-oh.
Ah, Dr. Jones. You got away before, but not this time.
We'll see about that.
Looks like this is one of the guards that we defeated earlier, but now he's back on his feet.
Put him up. anything worth taking.
Okay, now I gotta admit, the solution to this puzzle I thought was a little obtuse. Maybe some of you thought it was a little bit more obvious, and maybe I'm just missing something here, but what you have to figure out, and I wasn't really able to figure this out, is that you need to evaporate the water in order to make these doors work. Yeah, for some reason I didn't think of that. It just didn't seem all that obvious, but maybe I'm just missing something. So what you need to do is you need to use your orichalcum inside the eel statue, because remember, this will heat up.
Hey, it's getting hot.
And then Indy will throw it into the water, and then the water will evaporate. So now what you can do is you can use a bead here inside the fish statue again, and then the door will open. Looks like that's all that's left of the eel.
It's all that's left of the eel statue.
But we can't really make any use of that. Oh, I like how the crab moves around. That's really cool. That's nice attention to detail. And there's only two places we can go. We can go to the Canal, which is the next ring of Atlantis, or we can go inside here. And no matter what, this is always where Sophia is going to be held. This room is not randomized. It's always in this location. So let's see if we can help her. Looks like the remains of the statue are here.
Once it was a priceless artifact. Now it's a pile of junk.
But there's actually something in this pile of junk that we need.
It's some kind of machine part. There's too much junk to carry.
Oops, I didn't click. There you go. Because we're going to need this here in a little while.
Sophia,
What?
are you all right?
I'll feel a lot better once you open this cell.
I just crawled through a mile of mud for you.
It was a picnic compared to life in this cell.
Did you miss me?
Put it this way, even your company beats this cell.
Okay, I get the idea. Alright, so we need to find a way to free Sophia, because we don't really have anything that will help open that cage up.
Jones! Don't you dare leave me here, you troglodyte!
But we need to in order to find a way to open the cage up, so I'm afraid we'll have to at least for a little while. Uh-oh. There's some giant octopus monster here guarding this raft, which poses a bit of an issue.
It looks pretty hungry.
And what you need to do is you need to feed the octopus the crab. Like I said, I thought this would save time so we didn't have to go all the way back to the crab room and catch one, so I think this makes it a little bit easier. So now we can make use of this raft here.
It's not operating.
Thankfully, though, it's got a mouth, and where there's a mouth, there's orichalcum.
Whoa! This thing's got a motor.
So let's see, we can go to the left or to the right. I think I'm going to go to the left first. And we've got a spindle here, as well as a gate, so let's use our stone here with it. Thankfully, these don't require you to actually set the stones to the right configuration, you just have to insert them in. There's some bones here. Kind of look a little strange, though.
It's a pile of bones. Maybe they're animal bones.
What kind of animal, though? Alright, so now what you need to do is you need to use the next stone on the spindle here because the sunstone won't fit. What is nice is that Indy always gets it after the gate opens, so you don't have to keep clicking on stuff. Alright, so it seems like we found another room here with a cupboard, and inside
Must have been part of some ancient machine.
there's some sort of gear here. And if we close the cupboard, we see some kind of diagram here.
What's this?
Seems like there is 4 different drawings. There are 4 different drawings of some sort of figure with horns. And in each one of its arms is raised or lowered. And in each one there's this crescent-shaped thing and a cog-shaped thing in different positions. And in the middle there's this head thing on top of another thing. Interesting. Could be useful information for later on, but let's take a look at these bones over here.
No animal I know about has bones like these. These bones are weirdly twisted. I can't reach it.
Whoops.
Any human being with bones like this must have been diseased.
Curious. Now let's use the world stone on this gate. And there's another gate over here. As well as more bones.
Some of the skulls bear half-grown horns.
Okay, now that's just creepy. Whoa, this looks interesting. We got some sort of chain thing here. As well as a statue.
It's a broken statue.
It's got a chest plate, but it's way up high, so I think what we need to do is use the ladder to reach it and look inside. And I couldn't figure this out for the longest time because I didn't even think about bringing the ladder with me, because I was so used to using things only one time that using the ladder on the gap thing back in the maze really threw me in for a loop, and I had to go all the way back to the airlock to get it. And then I left the ladder in the gap room because, you know, I'm really dumb enough not to have learned my lesson the first time around, and I had to go all the way back to the maze again to get that. So, yeah, I had a lot of trouble with this part when I first played the game, I'm not gonna lie.
It's closed.
Alright, let's open it up and see what's inside. And here is where we need to use the parts that we've been finding along the way. So, what you need to do is you need to put this in the middle, along with this, I believe.
That won't work.
It won't?
That won't work.
Oh wait, I think it's maybe the other way around. That and that? Okay, I think that's how you do it. And then the position of this oh, wait a minute. My bad. It's not the gear you put in there, it's the wheel, I think. Okay, there we go. Alright, and then the positions of the gear and or the spoked gear and this crescent-shaped gear will do different things depending on where the diagram or how the diagram indicated the arms would move. So what you need to do first before we even do anything with this, there we go, is you need to attach the chain with this.
I better get down from here first.
Whoops. There we go. There we go. Because ultimately what we want to do is we want to break this whole thing down. And the way you do that, I gotta admit I was a little confused when I first played this part, but the way you need to do it...
It's already open.
Oh, right. I'm sorry, I've been kind of a little bit sick tonight, so I'm not entirely all here, so I apologize for that. Let's see, I think we need to put this on the right side. Like, hang on. That, I believe? There you go. And then put this on the upper left. And then we use a bead and put it inside the mouth. Okay. Then what we need to do is we need to use the chain on the other side, I think.
I can't lift the whole thing at once. It's a chain with one end looped through the door loop.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I was supposed to put it here first. My bad.
I can't lift the whole thing at once. I can't lift the whole thing at once.
Wait, do I forgot to do that. Okay. I'm forgetting all sorts of things here. I am sorry about that, guys. Alright, everybody, I'm sorry about this. I'm skipping ahead a few minutes because I was completely lost here because I lost track of what I was doing with these chains and loops and everything. But I was actually on the right track. I just completely missed something here. What you have to do is you have to just change the position of the bronze gear thing here and then make another move here with the statue. There we go. Okay. Now we're alright. And now we've got a hinge pin, which is what we need to free Sophia. So let's pick that up. Pick that up just in case, you never know. And we've got a whole new area here, but first I'm going to go back and free Sophia. Now you can choose not to free Sophia, actually, and get a sadder ending as a result of that, but I want to go ahead and free her, because she's a part of this journey too, and, well, she may be a little bit of a pain sometimes. I still do care about
It's closed.
her. So...
It's a stone disc with earthly images carved into it.
More of these bones.
Maybe they weren't human at all, but something else.
Just the thought of that is kind of unsettling. No, I want to look at this one.
What kind of demonic creatures look like this?
I'm not sure I want to know.
They're horribly gnarled bones. They're horribly gnarled bones.
Okay, I think that's the last thing he says about him. And if the pattern holds, I think this is the last of the gates. Yep, okay, so we've made a complete circuit around the canal. Alright, let's go ahead and head back up to the dungeon. And then we can rescue Sophia using our hinge pin.
It looks pretty heavy.
You can try to open it without the hinge pin.
Are you sure this is safe?
Sure, let's go, Sophia.
I don't know. The door makes me nervous.
I can't hold this up much longer.
Yeah, so this is why you need to use the hinge pin.
I can't do this by myself.
So let's ask Sophia if she'd be willing to put the hinge pin in for us.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Maybe we'll think of something.
Alright.
What makes you think this is safer now?
Oh, come on, Sophia.
I've got a plan.
Which is?
Use the hinge pin.
Brace the cage with a hinge pin.
You know, that just might work. There! You know, I had to slug you.
Come on, Sophia, don't be angry.
Angry? You left me rotting in this hellhole!
Well, if that's how you feel, maybe you should stay here.
Maybe I will.
We just
Great
rescued
idea.
her.
Fine.
Fine.
Aww.
What was that?
I'm not sure. I think Nurab Sol made me do it.
Is that so? Dangerous fella, that Mr. Sal.
Yeah. Well, we better be going.
Alright, I think we need to pick the hinge pin up.
I can't. It's wedged in too tight.
Oh, okay, I guess not. Never mind. Alright, well, we will continue in the next video.